You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I am back. Rudrance for Black and White Sports 2. If you're new to the channel, hit subscribe, like, comment, let us know what you think about this. Yesterday I did a video about John Gotti III and his sister, who it seemed like, or at least allegedly from what was an Instagram post that got removed, seemed to have threatened Floyd Mayweather's daughter and kids, her kids, after an absolute meltdown during a boxing match, what was supposed to be an exhibition boxing match. Now, if John Gotti III rings a bell, that is the grandson of mob boss John Gotti, of course. I said yesterday, I'm fascinated by the mafia thing. I get all into it. It's one of my most dangerous rabbit holes I can fall down into and get lost for 2.5 hours, which does not help a work day sometimes. And you combine that with the fact that this bleeds into sports, pretty interesting. And, of course, boxing and the mob kind of always had a weird parallel that always happened, always went on, right? Throw in the fact that we're talking about New York City, and all of this gets pretty wild. Well, John Gotti III has been suspended after the melee, the fallout around that boxing match the other day. So let's look at this. This is Outkick. Floyd Mayweather and grandson of famed mob boss John Gotti III, fought in one of the craziest yet unknown exhibition boxing fights in recent memory. I didn't even know this was happening until I found out about the fallout, which is just nuts. Illegal punches were thrown, and now one 6-month ban has been administered concerning their after-the-bell brawl. John Gotti III has been suspended from boxing in Florida for 6 months after attacking Floyd Mayweather on Sunday night. Gotti III rushed at Floyd, the boxing GOAT. Really? Are we sure about that, Outkick? After referee Kenny Bayless stopped the fight in the 6th. My God, you've got the 6th inning in here? Who is this? Okay, how about 6th round? With the victory going to Mayweather. Outkick, don't ever do that.
That's it. He's going to stop up you. That's
You could possibly be thinking, and of course that's got over 1 million views on it. It went totally viral. The ensuing brawl between both camps looked staged. Really? Okay, but the consequences thus far are real. As relayed by TMZ Sports, the Florida State Athletic Commission announced its decision to ban Gotti III on Tuesday, despite coming to the conclusion on Sunday night when the unsportsmanlike brawl broke out. Leave it to Gotti to put a hit out. Floyd has yet to address the skirmish. As detailed by Outkick's Trey Wallace, the boxing bout at Florida Live in Sunrise, Florida, broke out in mayhem when Gotti's camp felt that the fight was stopped early. It looked like it was stopped early to me, but okay. Quote, "It's noticeable that Gotti wasn't happy that the referee stopped the fight early," Wallace said. So he decided to just go after Mayweather once it was stopped. John Gotti entered this fight with only 2 professional fights under his belt, besides having a few wins in the MMA world. Well, okay, at this point, boxing and MMA is bleeding into each other in exhibition bouts at an unbelievable rate. So it's not like it's a massive outlier at this point. Gotti III boasted a 5-1 MMA record coming into the exhibition bout. Meanwhile, Floyd continued to be hailed as boxing's greatest competitor, question mark, with a 50-0 official record. I guess I'm going to tell you one of my issues with that statement. I cannot stand Floyd Mayweather's boxing style. I have nothing against him as a boxer. He's obviously one of the all-time greats. But I think some boxers make for great television. Some don't. You know, it just sort of is what it is, right? One of my favorite boxers was always entertaining on the television back in his prime, and that was Roy Jones Jr. So, you know, that's neither here nor there, but if I buy a pay-per-view, I want to be entertained by it. And this is interesting, and I'm going to tell you why it's interesting. He's banned in Florida. Could this be setting up another bout somewhere else? Vegas, New York, or would they automatically not sanction the fight, not allow the fight to go down because of what happened in Florida? Would they just automatically knock it right off the list and that would be it? There would be no other fight. Let's be real. A rematch after all of that is obviously going to garner a shit ton more of attention. I mean, they can play up the mob boss angle. They can play up the John Gotti III angle. They can play up, of course, Floyd in places like Outkick, deeming him the greatest boxer of all time. And there you go. Interesting. I know, certainly, like I said, I didn't even realize the fight was happening. But you can bet your ass one thing. If we start hearing rumblings of a rematch, my interest is way up on it now. And that's the whole point, right? If something like this goes down. You throw in the fact that Nicolette, the sister, seemed to threaten somebody in Mayweather's camp, and in this case, family, and the interest just gets ratcheted up. Look, in MMA now and in boxing, and there has been for many, many years, there's absolutely now a WWE, AEW element in all of this that plays up interest, right? In the same way that we're all very interested in John Jones against Tyson Fury. It just is what it is. Tell me what you think, Black and White Sports 2 supporters. If they have a rematch somewhere, are you in? Do you care? You know, does it make it more interesting that there is the grandson of a former mob boss, right, involved? A very public, very famous mob boss. You know? I've got to look around and see if Sammy the Bull actually made a video on this or said something about it. I would be very interested to know. Get his thoughts on it, you know? Peace. I'm out. Till next time. Black and White Network supporters, make sure you check out the Black and White Network merchandise store. Make sure you use promo code USA First, all one word. USA First, all one word will get you 25% off. Go get them right now.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.